Guys, welcome back to the channel once more. My name is Adam. I'm here with Chanana, and we are about to talk about some updates that has to do with the Nigeria Super Eagles. Chanana,
brother,
after the international break, most of the Super Eagle players are doing so well for their club side. What do you have to say about that, first of all?
These players, sometimes you don't understand them.
Seriously?
So are they trying to blame chemistry or whatever are they trying to tell us that? But I've studied one thing, anytime they play in front of Nigerians, they don't do well. I don't know whether
I've also noticed that
if it's the pressure or what. Because if you like check their performance between Zimbabwe and Rwanda, you realize that in the Rwanda they play far better than they played against Zimbabwe. So I don't know,
in front of their home fans. I don't know. It's like they are under some pressure.
And maybe the Nigerians. Sometimes if there's something that the Nigerian fans are doing to give them a lot of pressure, they should tone down a bit and give the players confidence rather than giving them pressure, which will give them, making them make mistakes or giving these bad performances.
So guys, the reason why we are talking about this is very simple. The likes of Olaina, Moses Simon, Tolaru Kodari, all return back to their club side and they are performing extremely well. That's why we are talking about this. But then, guys, let us know what you think. It's the problem. It's the secret to their performance for their club side that they can't replicate that in their national team. Now, let's talk about the coach, Kushelle. On 1st April, we heard he wanted to resign. But later we found out that it was April Fool's, something. Like but then let's imagine for 1 second that issue was true. How would you have, taken that situation?
Then for me, I don't know what to say about the coach.
I think that would be the most expensive appointment ever because he would be walking away with money.
But I would be disappointed in him for just leaving just like that. Because I don't think there's any cause for alarm yet. Yeah. Everything was paused before he came in. It's not the cause of Nigeria.
It's just 2 games, 4 points.
Yeah, it's not the cause for Nigeria not qualifying to the World Cup. So I don't think he has to take all the full blame. So I would have rather been disappointed in him for making that decision of just walking away when the going gets tough. No.
But it's good that it's an April Fool, something. It's a prank. So it's nothing serious. So for those of you who heard that Kushelle was about to resign and everything, please, it's a prank. Cool down. Cool your hearts down. But then let's talk about the main thing. Kushelle, from what we hear, is touring around Europe, speaking to Nigerians who are eligible to switch, nationality from their birth countries to Nigeria. What we hear is that Nwaneri is part of those players, and also some other players. I want us to discuss this and see if it is necessary, and if yes, which players should we be looking at for the coach to be talking to?
For me, I think that is a very good initiative because if the coach himself is going, that tells you that he's trying to give the players some guarantees that when you come, you are going to play. So make your mind up early and come and represent Nigeria. Since you have the right or you are eligible to play for Nigeria, it's a very, very good initiative. And we want them to come early, not when they are old and they realize that all is lost for them nationally before they come and play for the African teams. Especially look at what happened with Iñaki Williams with Ghana. He came at a very wrong time. Look at this now, he's advanced in his age, almost 30 years.
30
That's why we want you to come when you are 21, 22. Now that you are entering your prime, come and represent your country and come and play. And since the coach is going around himself, I think he can get 1 or 2 because for me, I'm looking for maybe that goalkeeper Noah at Freiburg and
Atubolu.
Yeah, and Nwaneri. I think that guy should come and play for Nigeria.
But let's talk about the goalkeeping situation. A lot of Nigerians, for me myself, I think Nigeria's weakest department is that goalkeeping department. Aside Stanley and Wabali, the rest of the goalkeepers, you have not really seen them do extra for their club side. For me, I think it is one department the coach himself would like to reinforce. And I understand why he's going all over, Europe looking for players, not only players of Nigerian descent, but players who are also, players who can play for Nigeria, but then are performing very well. Maybe he has not really had the chance to call them for this particular international break. For me, goalkeeping department needs to be taken care of. But that the Noah we are talking about 2 previous coaches went to him and he rejected them. For me, I don't know if Kushelle should try again. Do you think he should go in and talk to the player again, looking at the fact that he has rejected about 2 other coaches who handle the Super Eagles of Nigeria?
When with a young talent like this, sometimes you don't have to give up. Keep on trying because one, he wasn't born in Nigeria. He didn't grow up in Nigeria, so he doesn't feel attached to the country that much. Okay. You understand? And right now, for him playing now, for me to be a miracle now, because one thing, now Nigeria have lost one exciting thing that they could have used to entice him.
Yeah,
that's the World Cup.
Exactly.
You understand? If Nigeria would have sitting in a very good position to qualify for the World Cup, they could have used it to entice him more to come and play, because we all know Kevin Prince Boateng came to play for Ghana because of the World Cup.
A lot of players like that.
Yeah. So when you get that opportunity, but it doesn't matter. Since he's a Nigerian, I'm just hoping that the Germans don't call him. They should just turn a blind eye to his performance, so that you sit down and realize that, Massa, no matter how you are not yes, you are from Africa. Since you are black, you are from Africa.
The thing is, he's even injured. That's the thing. That's the bad news. Nobody's injured.
Is it a long-term injury or just a short-span injury?
For what we hear, there's still medical assessment to it. So definitely we'll get more details.
You don't have a definite time yet. Okay.
But then as it stands, he's injured. But then the next time Nigeria converges for another international game like this is in September.
Wow.
So there is at least time distance to convince and persuade the player. So
I think the player, they should talk to his parents, especially the one who is an African. Maybe is it of mixed race or just pure African?
No, one parent is an African, it's a Nigerian.
So they should just talk to that one and try to let him know. Try to let the importance of playing for Africa. Because I always go by this, that you choose. See, if you are from a mixed descent, always try to play for Africa. The white people, they'll always come to you when they see you are performing. Immediately you use form a bit, they'll just neglect you. In that time, it will be too late to reverse and come and play for your African country. So I want him to make the decision, bold decision, and come and play for Africa.
So let's move away from the goalkeeper and talk about other players. We have already talked about Nwaneri, doing very well for us now. He's one player that in our previous videos we talked about him saying that he's young, and looking at Bukayo Saka and how he entered into the England first team, like the senior national team, he could also toe the same lane. Now let's move away from Nwaneri, who is here to make a decision, who we believe Kushelle is going to speak to, and talk about other players who we believe that could easily switch nationality to Nigeria. There is Leslie Ugechukwu. There is
Jacob Murphy.
There is Chukwu Emeka.
Yeah.
The list goes on. Nigeria has like a large pool of players that they can actually convince. Do you think the coach really needs to speak to all these players, or the coach himself needs to sit down, look at what he has, and try and work around it? Because for me, the call-up, a lot of people were complaining that Dessers was not part. Yeah. But Dessers, even after the international break with Rangers, he's still performing. You get me? Yeah. So instead of maybe going to speak to other players, why don't you focus on players that you were not able to give them the opportunity, who are currently still performing for their club side? Yeah. So for me, this is just my own takes. But if you have anything to add.
For me, I think the coach should just, for now, right now, Nigeria are sports with choices. So right now, what for me I want him to do is he should just limit his visiting of the players. Just pick maybe 2-3 players who he thinks he will let them need,
especially the department that is lacking.
Yes, and just emphasize on that. He shouldn't go and create problems for himself, because if you go round, Nigeria have almost 20 to 30 players who are eligible. You go and bring them, and you get almost 10, and now you're not calling them. Who are you going to blame?
Yeah, exactly.
Because you can't use them all. So you go for the ones that you know that this one, when you have him, surely he's going to play a part in your team. That's what I want him to go for. And because right now Nigeria have a very good team, you should just take 1 or 2 players out. I think the goalkeeper in Nwaneri and some 2-3 players, and just
the midfield a bit, the defense a bit, and the forward they are sorted. I'm not going to lie.
3 or 4 players in addition will just make the team very balanced. That's all.
All right, so guys, you have heard from Chanana and myself talking about Kushelle going around Europe, talking to players who are eligible to play for Nigeria, and also players who he could add to the next call-up Nigeria are going to use in the World Cup 2026 qualifiers in September. Now, let's do an update concerning the Unity Cup. The Unity Cup is a 4-nation tournament between Trinidad and Tobago, also
Jamaica,
good, Ghana, and also Nigeria. Now the dates keep on changing, and this is a very quick update on that before we even discuss. Now the first game is on the 27th Trinidad and Tobago versus Jamaica, and then 28th, the next day, is Ghana versus Nigeria. Now on the 31st of May, the losers of the match 1 and match 2 are going to play, and also winners of match 1 and match 2 are all going to play on the same day. So guys, this is the update. At first it was all the games, or match 1 games, are going to be played on 27th, but now it has been changed. 27th Trinidad and Tobago, and also 28th Ghana versus Nigeria. So please mark your calendars. But then, Chanana, let's talk about this game. The most important one is Ghana versus Nigeria, banter at the world stage. Let's talk about it.
But for me, I think they should have let Ghana play one of those Zukus, the Trinidad and Jamaica.
At the end of the day, whoever loses or whoever wins, we'll go and meet one of them.
But I think there will be a cap on it or something.
So
I will come and meet at the final. We in Nigeria.
You wanted Ghana to
thank
play.
you.
Okay.
Understand?
But even this one is even good because right now Nigerians they are down because of the World Cup. We just want to give them hope. If not for anything, Ghana should just allow Nigeria to win this game. What do you think?
I think for the two of us, I tell you, there's no way. See, I will not sit down and job, but there's no way Ghana will allow Nigeria to beat them, and there's no way Nigeria also sit down and say Ghana should come and beat them.
It can be a friendly game, but we will never see it as a friendly game.
It's like a Barca and a Real Madrid. No matter where they meet, even pre-season, you see the fire. Thank you. You see the fire inside because we all want to win. Who knows how to prepare jollof? Who knows how to do? Who knows how to dance?
Everything is going to be on the line.
We compete for everything.
Food, women. Everything,
but even though we compete for everything in a friendly manner, we do it in a lovely way. No fights, nothing. Just everything happens in a lovely way. That's what I like about Ghana and Nigeria competition. Even though we compete, but at the long run, when it comes to movie, we act together. We do almost everything together.
Music, we do
everything, everything. So we know that the love we have for them, the challenge, the love is great.
It's great, yeah.
The love is great.
But then, guys, let me know what you think about this Ghana versus Nigeria. Who do you think is going to win in May? We are already in April, so it's just some few days or some few weeks away from the match itself. So, guys, this is where we are going to end it. My name is Adam. I'm here with Chanana. We did this video together. Don't forget to make sure to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. We'll see you in the next one. Charlie, we go vibe.